Welcome into Monday's Zone Blitz, recapping a loss to the Washington Redskins. The Jaguars are now 4-10 on the season. John, the loss yesterday doesn't really seem like that big of a deal because you have 2 games left. You're realistically playing for draft position right now. It would have been nice to win, but going forward, it's not the end of the world.
Well, I think you've reached a point in the last couple of weeks where if you watch this offense and watch how the games have gone, you realize this is what they are. And as a fan, I get the inclination, you want to win every week. You want to see your team win. In a sense, yesterday was the perfect scenario. If you're thinking about the draft, thinking about perhaps them wanting to get a quarterback, you were in it till the end, you had a chance to win, defense played pretty well, and then you lost it right at the end. So it's disappointing, it stinks walking out of that stadium with an L, but in the long run, probably not a bad thing.
Right, and the offense obviously was the biggest issue yesterday. Cody Kessler sacked 6 times, running game was not great, 20 net passing yards. This offense isn't going to change though because Cody Kessler is still your starting quarterback. You have no more weapons these next 2 weeks.
Well, all of that, yes, and the fact that the offensive line, Doug just talked a few minutes ago and said basically the line on 4 of the sacks just didn't protect, and that's where you're at. You've got an offensive line that's down to A.J. Cann as your lone 1-week starter left. When you look at this offense, as you said, with the wide receivers playing the way they are, with Cody Kessler in as the quarterback in that line, getting to 14 or 17 is going to be a major accomplishment. I don't know that they do it the rest of the way. 2
games left. Miami Dolphins, Houston Texans, both on the road, both playing for something. And I think that's the biggest thing is normally at the end of the season when you have a team that's playing for something and a team that's not, the team that's playing for something normally wins.
Yeah, the Dolphins feel a little less like that than the Texans. They're 7-7 and the talk down there right now is of change. They're talking about the offseason already. So their chances are pretty slim. That's really the one area or the one game left where the Jaguars' draft position could get messed up. Because if the Dolphins are thinking that way, maybe go down there and win. I don't think it happens. I think, unfortunately, for those fans who want that last win, they wind up going 0-2 the rest of the way. But again, not a terrible thing if you're thinking about the future of this franchise.
Right. Okay, well, we'll have a preview of that Miami Dolphins game for you on Friday.